Okay. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video by me, Entertainment Factory 16. And as you guys can see, we're playing the game Tabs, and that's because we're going to be recreating World War I. And before we get into the video, if you guys can please hit that like button, and hit the subscribe button, and let's just get right into it. And as you guys can see by the setup, I am starting off with the introduction of how World War I started in the first place, which was from an assassin here, which is going to be represented by a quick draw right here, and the Archduke, who's going to be represented by a French officer. Looked very closely to what the Archduke looked like. Only difference is that he'll have a gun, but this is what basically happened to cause World War I. Here's what happened. Basically, something like that happened, where an assassin from Serbia, and this is during the 1900s, 1914 from 1918 is when World War I happened. Hungary was this huge empire, and their Archduke got assassinated in 1914 from a Serbian terrorism group, I think, called the Black Hand. Troops back, so let me just show you probably with less troops, and let me see if they can do it a little better. Okay, so this is basically what happened. Austria-Hungary tried to invade Serbia when the war started. Multiple times they tried, and they kept getting pushed back by Serbia. And then when Germany helped them eventually push through, and then Bulgaria helped to join as well, because Germany and Austria-Hungary couldn't push through Serbia, and Bulgaria was located right next to Serbia. So with the combined force of the Axis powers altogether, they were able to finally take out Serbia in 1915. And then eventually let me think. Romania then joined the war, and they knocked Romania out of the war, basically, too. Okay. And then, after Serbia had war declared on them, Russia declared war on Austria-Hungary and Germany, because Austria-Hungary and Germany were allies, and they declared war on Serbia, which was a part of Russia and had a lot of Russian speakers at the time, or people who spoke Russian, basically. So they were allied with Serbia, and at the time also France was allied with Russia, so they declared war on them, and then UK was kinda in an alliance with basically France. And let me show you what happens. Basically happens. Let's see. Yes, basically this, but a little bit of the Germans moving a little closer to the Belgian border. But what happened was Germany was planning to march 700,000 troops through Belgium, which was neutral at the time, like I said. They did it anyways, without their permission, basically. Belgium, because of that, got mad at them, and they were like, hey, we're fighting back now. And they were pushing, and they were fighting back, and they actually stopped the Germans from progressing for some time. The UK, or Great Britain, or, and United Kingdom, was annoyed with Germany that they were invading neutral countries, and because of that, they declared war on Germany. And that's when the UK joined, and then some other countries joined as well. It's going to be obliteration from both sides, but basically what happened was a bloody stalemate called trench warfare, where both sides dug in deep through the entirety of France that went into basically Switzerland, or almost the entirety of the length of the France-German border. That should do it. And if you're wondering why it's also like slow moded, it's because I'm using a certain key that makes it a little slow moded, so it's a little more or less laggy for you guys. But as you can see, yes, some Russians are dying, but what basically happened is that they progressed through, they knocked out the Austrian-Hungaries, they took a good amount of their country already, and they were able to basically knock out a lot of their forces. But then Germany came over and pounded Russia back. They're pushing back. It's a lot of troops, so trust me, I can slow mode it. It won't be too bad. Okay, so something like this. They're gonna fire soon, don't worry. Let me just do that. Okay, so yeah. The Germans obliterated through the Russian forces, though, because the Germans' forces were still very strong at that time, though. They got through their forces. They destroyed the forces. Something like this. and stalemate. Okay, so yeah, they get knocked out. But also, yeah, like stalemate, as you guys almost see. And then eventually, though, the Allies start to turn the tides eventually. Because what happened was the UK was doing a blockade, though, that was starving the Germans of their minerals. And of their materials, or, you know, trade with other countries. It blockaded all of that, so eventually they started starving the Germans, and Germany was starting to go under and become more hungry. Okay. So America joins the war with a lot of soldiers to help the Allies with a lot of soldiers, a lot of resources, and it's a turning point for Germany, though, because Germany was, in the past years, was making a lot of accomplishments compared to the Allies' accomplishments, but now in the 1970s and 1918s, they just kept getting defeat after defeat. And then their last offensive failed to try and basically knock out the Allied forces because they were so low on men that they only had one plan for one last offensive. Didn't work, and an entire offensive for the Allies went out, and they eventually knocked the Axis powers back, and they were pushing them back from all sides. And then the country, all the Axis powers, started signing treaties with the Allied countries. Okay. Yeah, eventually, all the Axis powers, like I said, Bulgaria signed the treaty first. Then Ottoman Empire, or known as Turkey today, Austria-Hungary, and then Germany then eventually signed it on November 11th, on the 11th hour of 1918, which is now known as Veterans Day. But anyways, guys, I'm going to end the video off there, and as you guys can see, the Allies in this war of World War I won the war. I end this video, guys, and please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this, and I will see you all guys later. Bye.